Hey guys, I want to do this video to maybe help others that are having the same issues with their iPad battery. Now I have the last year's M1 iPad Pro 11-inch LTE. I have Verizon, not that it matters, but this thing would just have a battery drain like you would not believe, even when I'm not using it. I would charge it, leave it overnight, and I'd pick it up the next day and it'd be like 75, 80%, which is crazy, not even using it. If I left it like 2 days, guys, the thing would be like almost dead and I'd have to put it on the charger. So I like did what most people do, scour YouTube, forums to see what other people are saying about this and what they're doing to help it. Now I've gotten it to the point where I can live with it and it's working for me. Now it's not as good as my second gen 12.9 Pro Wi-Fi iPad Pro Wi-Fi, but it's Wi-Fi only and a little bit apples to oranges because with the LTE, it's pinging those towers for signals every once in a while, and I don't shut that off because that's the reason I have the LTE version, because I want it to be mobile. I want it to take it anywhere I want. So I don't shut that off. You could do that. You might pick up some additional gain. But this is what's working for me, and I don't know. I didn't do a scientific test on each item to see what I'm getting the best bang for, but I'd love to hear your comments, things that are working for you that I'm using, or maybe some additional things that I could take advantage of as well. Number one, guys, is your background app refresh. If you go into general and if you go down a little bit, background refresh, and I turn this off. Now, what background app refresh does is you basically give your app full control to do like pulling in emails if it's an email app, uploading pictures. If you're using a cloud service, it'll upload pictures and files. And for my iPad, I don't care about any of that stuff. If I want to use that app, I select it, it can do its thing. And I haven't noticed any, slowdowns in using any apps like Gmail and all of the, normal ones, Amazon. You go into it and they just work. I've seen zero difference except for, again, battery. So I go into background app refresh, I shut it off. Step number one. This is step two, shutting off location services to anything that doesn't need it. And as you can see here, you can leave it on, but go through each application, and you should do this regardless, and shut off either never or only while using the app. Don't give apps free reign because it will ping your satellite, send location, and they do whatever they do with your data. But it also uses your battery life. So shut off location services and only give privileges to the apps that you really need it. So location services is the second step. Step three is to disable tap to wake. So if you go down into your settings, go to accessibility, and then on the right side here, you'll go down and you'll see tap to wake. I shut that off. And what tap to wake does is if your iPad is turned off, it will not wake. Now, this isn't a big deal to me because if you have a cover and I didn't shut this off, it'll still wake when you open the cover. And from what I've read, what this does is internally and you just have to use the button to wake it up. But internally, it doesn't keep always trying to sense that screen to wake up. Again, don't know if all of these are working, but it's working for me. So step number three is go into accessibility and turn off the tap to wake. All right, guys, so step four, and this is the last step, is to remove your Apple Pencil from your iPad. Now, what's nice about this iPad or Apple Pencil 2 is it just clicks and charges automatically. It's really convenient, it's really nice, but I hear that it does draw the power, even though I've read where once it gets 100%, Apple manages that power, doesn't overcharge it, but I guess it does have some draw from it. Now, some even go to the point where they go into their Bluetooth settings and remove their Apple Pencil. And I use my Apple Pencil quite often, so I don't go there. I keep this in my bag, and I just stick this in my bag instead of leaving it always connected. Now, if I'm using it throughout the day, I'll leave it connected. It stays nice and charged. But at the end, I'll take it and I'll drop it in the little side compartment of my bag, and it seems to work. So these are the 4 steps that I've been using to really save the battery life of my iPad. And hope this helps you guys. And if you have some suggestions for me, I'd love to hear them in the comments and I'll give them a try myself. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.